So we watched the 2013 Evil Dead in preparation for this motherfucker because we wanted to, you know, even though it's not a continuation and just in the world, I still wanted to, you know, revisit that because it's a great movie. We didn't watch the previous three, we just watched that one, and I'm still glad we did because that one still holds up. Now the difference is we saw the unrated version, and good lord, that shit was crazy. That motherfucker was crazy.
Yeah, it roofed it like it that 2013 version was something that, you know how I am when it comes to horror movies. There are certain images, there's a certain feel that scares me, and it bothers me because I think watching the 2013 version a week ago, it didn't take away from what I took from this film, but it kind of had me in a comparison type stage, which is something I don't like to do.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So now you and I got differing opinions on this movie because I liked it. Like there isn't really anything in this movie that I did not like as a horror film. It did what it needed to do. It had some crazy imagery, and it was effective for me in the theater. Like in the theater, there's some parts where I almost flipped out of the chair. Like, you know, spoiler free in the beginning, of course.
But it's the same for me. I actually liked the movie, and it was a great theater experience. But I got stuck in the comparison realm. That's the only thing that probably gives me and you a slight split down the middle, because I actually liked it. Like there were scenes in that movie that had me thinking, I want to leave. I can't watch this shit visually because it was so gruesome.
Okay. And like I said before, like it's probably the fact that it's a different director, because if it was the same director, then I feel like you wouldn't have felt a difference, and everything that the 2013 one did, this one would have pushed it further, and you would have felt that.
Okay.
Maybe it has something to do with it.
Okay.
I definitely felt the difference in parts, but not any parts that made me dislike the movie. Okay. Like it was a gritty Evil Dead movie. The start was gritty, like jumped into the family and the storyline, and it was fucked up like every Evil Dead movie is. And ultimately, I was happy. I mean, I can nitpick, but I'm not gonna yet. I'm just gonna, you know, give our general thoughts right now.
Right.
Because if anybody's on the fence, I'll say go see the movie. What about you?
Oh, I seriously say go see it.
Okay, so it's not a thing where you wouldn't tell people not to go see it.
No, I'm telling everybody to go see it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got stuck in the comparison realm. But this movie doesn't, I don't have a negative feel or a negative vibe when it comes to it. I really got stuck in a mental situation where there was a certain feeling that I didn't get, but it wasn't negative. And I know I might be contradicting myself by making you think, damn, I didn't like it. I actually liked it. It's just that I didn't get that feel, but I got a feel in this one.
I get it. I mean, and I'm sure some other people will feel like that too. Like I'm pretty sure there are some that would echo that sentiment. And I get it. Like I said, different director, different, you know, the base is there.
Yeah, it's just,
you know what I mean? And there are some things about this movie that I actually like better than the 2013. And of course we'll get to that in a bit. But generally, as an Evil Dead movie, I think this was great. This is worth seeing.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? I liked it.
I liked it. Because you know me, if I don't like something, I will actually say, yo, it wasn't for me. When we watched the newest Matrix film, what did I tell you? I straight up said no. So no, I am telling everybody on this block, go see the movie.
Okay. So we did enjoy the movie. I liked it more than he did, but we both are saying go see this motherfucker if you're on the fence. With that being said, now I can finally talk, because we're going to get into some spoilers in 3, 2, motherfucking 1. All right, so now here I'm going to get right into this. Like one thing that I liked in this one better than the first one, not first one, but the 2013 one. And the 2013 one, you got this dude who grabs the book, and he's so curious. He goes, out of his way to read the demon passages. He cuts the barbed wire. He glances over the skin, and the book saying, "Don't read it. Don't think it. Don't do any of this shit." He's like, let me read it anyway. So,
hey Siri, how do I say this word?
Beelzebub. Like, okay, Beelzebub. Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
why is this happening?
I didn't do anything. It's one of those things where I'm like, you are a fucking idiot and you doomed them all.
Yeah.
And this one, it's a little kid that earthquake happens, hole in the ground. He's inquisitive. At that age, yeah, you do some dumb shit. Like, oh, well, what is this? You find the book. You got the records because he be DJing. Kind of nice with the turntable, scratching and shit.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So. Like demons got waxed like that shit was crazy, but I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. There's probably some DJs in hell, but so he
I know it is.
So he grabs the vinyls in the book and goes up, and they're both looking at it, and right away you see like this one is different because the motherfucker got teeth on it.
On some Jeepers Creepers shit.
It got some teeth on it, and the shit looks crazy, but he's inquisitive as they all are. That's why these demons be fucking people up and be waiting. So they're looking at the shit, and the chick already knows that it's fucked up. Like, close that shit.
Yeah.
And she goes off. You know what I mean? He plays the records, and this is the part that I like. It's not him that said the words. It's the fucking priest on the record, and he heard it and he tried to stop it, but by that time, demon's like, no, we playing this shit.
He tried to stop it with his hand.
Yeah, it pushed him off, and it said, "No, we saying this. Like this is being said." So it wasn't him doing it. Like he didn't say all the words. He didn't go out of his way to like pronounce everything with the proper pronunciation. That shit was on autopilot, and Demon was like, "No, let that shit run."
Yeah, it was just too late for him to try to.
Yeah, like he tried though. He tried to turn it off because he heard like this ain't right. This ain't right. Let me turn it off. And like in the beginning, it's the priest saying like, you know what I mean? We found this book. We're going to try to, see what it... And even the priest in the background is like, your shit is fucked. Yo, turn that... No, that shit is stupid. Don't fuck with it. And, you know what I mean? He ends up doing it anyway because, like, people are inquisitive. And back then, it was a different time. So he ends up saying the words. He's trying to translate it. And then at the end of the record, it found like, yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. And there's nothing we can do now.
All you can do is run.
Yeah, it's like run because that shit's fucked. So I do like the fact that it's not somebody who, of their own volition, started saying all these words. It was some shit that played, and the demon was like, don't touch it. Don't touch play that shit. Run that shit back, matter of fact. Play it again. And like, that shit was crazy. And then when it hit the mom who was in the elevator, it blindsided her because nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Yeah. That shit just ran in there and just fucked her up.
Now, I must say that was actually very creepy to me. Because imagine you bringing groceries in the crib, right? And all of a sudden... I usually do. Then all of a sudden, the essence of this demon just pushes you... It fucked me up. That elevator scene was very brutal.
Like, it's in the elevator where she has no idea what was happening. But, just like in the 2013... Mia had no idea. She had no idea either. Like she's out there suffering withdrawal, like some of the worst withdrawals ever, and it blindsides her too. Now, one thing I'll say is, and I don't want to compare because we watched the unrated version. I don't know if it was the same in the theatrical, but like the way the demon entered her in the 2013 one was way more visceral.
It was
way more visceral. But that's the unrated one, and that might have been some differences because I don't want to compare. Either way, both fucked up. Once the words are said, the demon's on deck and they ready to do damage.
And they enter they enter wherever you are with force.
And I think it ripped her earring out of her ear or some shit. Like it was mad as fuck.
It started smacking her around.
Yeah, because she was saying shut the fuck up. And demon was like, bitch, don't talk to me like that. Like so it was already mad. It was already fucking mad. And you always feel bad for the person that's possessed because like at that point, they in hell. They getting fucked up in hell, and like their body's a shell. Demons on autopilot. Yeah, I got this shit. Like, oh, she's in hell. She's fucked up. Like she's with the maggots. Like that shit's done. I'm here now.
I've actually had a hard time watching a lot of movies about possession because once I realized what happens to the soul, that's fucked up.
It's super fucked. Because I'm like, they had no idea. They had no they had nothing to do with this shit. It's not like she went and looked at the book and read it and got fucked up. Like, it wasn't some karma thing. Like, she got snatched out of the blue.
Immediately, roped up.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that shit is fucked when you really think about the shit. So, you know what I mean? I like the fact that was the initiation. Now, and that's why I'm going to stop, comparing them and contrasting and all that, because they're different movies. Like the priest said, and I like the fact they clarified that there are 3 books. There are 3 books in existence. So there are a bunch of books in circulation that a bunch of people read. So I'm pretty sure the one that you never seen the original Evil Dead with Ash.
No, not with Ash.
We gotta watch those.
Okay.
So the original one with Ash, different book. The one with Mia, different book. This one, different book. 3 books.
Okay.
3 books in circulation. And I like that because it's like they're all happening in different places. I'm like, damn, is there more? Like, you never know. But
fuck that.
The shit is already fucked up. The building is condemned. They're being kicked out. Her sister showed up. She's pregnant. Like, it's a clusterfuck, yo. Like, it's a complete clusterfuck.
Husband left.
Yeah, husband rolled out. She's a single mother picking up the pieces. And it's like, it happened to her. So it's like, it's on some shit like, how much more can I lose? Oh, your soul too. Like, oh, thanks for that.
Right. It's one of those things, like you said, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, what else can happen? Here comes the demon.
Give me that. It's like, they already lost everything. And they're struggling to keep it together. One thing that did trip me out is the kid's name was Danny. And he reminded me of like a kid version of Danny from Rocka Rocka with the same hair and everything. that kept tripping me out. So every time I saw him, I'm like, they look like a
oh shit,
completely different. You know what I mean?
Shit,
completely different thing. Not no connection to that, but like, it's just seeing them in this situation and them, just trying to get by, and like, she's trying to do something nice, like, go grab some pizzas because the sister come in and don't know that the pops rolled out. So she got to explain the whole thing. So go get some pizzas. We're going to salvage this, make it a good night. And
kids get back, fucking earthquake.
Like, and that was a targeted earthquake because I'm pretty sure a demon was over there stomping on that ground, like right there.
I need you to find that motherfucking book.
Go in there. So, you know what I mean?
If they had more time, if the film had more running time, I would have loved for the boy to explore that underground area more because that underground area was creepy. It was
creepy as fuck.
So
because the whole thing was a bank, and due to something like bank closed down, whatever happened, and they built over it. So I'm pretty sure the demon was in the bank. Like, I mean,
that shit was more than a fucking bank because you saw the book was covered. It had crosses everywhere. It had a Jesus. It had a whole. So that was creepy. And this is where I want to. I don't want you or anybody else to think I didn't like. I actually really liked it. Like I said, I got stuck in the realm of comparison. You can't do that. That will destroy anything.
Yeah.
The mom, I don't know if you peeped because I peeped early. The mom, before she ever even got possessed, she had this face. Her face was already made for this movie, if you ask me. I'm not saying it to insult the woman who's the actor, but she had this face that I knew that once she was possessed, she would look ultra evil.
Yeah.
She already had this scowl.
Yeah.
And once the mom started to transform, that might have been the creepiest fuck shit I've ever seen on screen.
She's a great actor because like her creepy faces.
Oh,
like I feel like if I go to sleep and turn the lights off, I'm gonna see that in the dark.
Yep.
Like she had some demonic looking twisted faces that's gonna haunt my nightmares.
And the way she would change the pitch of her voice when talking to her kids.
And just trying everything to fucking get what she want. Like even and we saw it in a trailer briefly, but like when she comes back and she's like contorting and walking towards the kitchen and making the eggs that the blood from her body is like is dripping in and all that, and the way she's talking, it's like you hear like this is some evil shit going on. Like the kids is like, yo, what the fuck is happening? And nobody knows anything. So everybody's blindsided. Everybody is blindsided, and then she fucking pukes up a fucking river and then dies. That's got to be traumatic. And I'm looking at like, yo, this is wild.
Now oh shit. Thank you. That is the major difference between this one and the other, because Mia didn't actually
Like she fucking died.
Yeah,
she was dead. and there's a lot of little creepy things that they do, like when dudes trying to close the eyes and they keep popping back open.
Yeah,
like and that's why I really enjoyed a lot of this movie, because it was creepy, yo, and it's in one little apartment it feels smaller than the cabin in the 2013 one, so it feels a lot more claustrophobic. Mm-hmm. Like we're isolated to these areas. Yeah, we got the hallway, but that's really it. We can't go downstairs. The steps are fucked. The elevator's fucked.
Can't go out the window, like you always say, because they are about 20 floors up.
Bitch, I would have dove out that shit anyway. When I saw the motherfucker on the ceiling, I'd have been swan diving out that bitch. Or whatever I land on, like, hey, it is what it is.
Honestly, I'm with you at this point, because when the mom came to the vent, I might have said, look, we never mind, I'm out.
It was just some fucked up shit happening, man. And the fact that the kids systematically got taken one by one. Like the mom, when she came back, she took out the door. Well, first going after the sister with the shard of glass, the shard of glass right through the hand, and then went after the daughter, and that's when you saw the little tattoo gun, whatever, like that, right next to the eye. Yep. And the way this movie was, I'm like, yo, that's just going in the eye.
Yep.
Like, but it systematically took each of them out one by one, and that cheese grater shit, yo, I almost rocketed to the fucking ceiling.
When she put it on her leg, I saw you.
Yo, I was already prepping for impact, because I'm like, ooh, and then started dragging. I said, yo, I was Iron Man.
I was like, how did your chair become 40X?
Yo, I was Iron Man for at least 10 seconds. I was gone.
And
I was gone.
The way the movie filmed it, as soon as the cheese grater touched the skin, they just slowly dragged.
Fucking cheese grater. Visceral, yo, visceral. When the daughter was in the kitchen puking up the green, the whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, the black worms and shit. And she was slowly dying.
Like, and it's like she was suffocating and choking on the shit. So I felt like I was, by proxy suffocating. I was,
they showed her biting glass.
Yeah, it was brutal, yo. It was fucking brutal. Like, they're two completely different situations from 2013 and this one.
Yeah.
In the 2013 one, I think it's kind of more fucked up because she's going through withdrawal, like intense withdrawal from heroin and all these other things, where it's like it affects you psychologically and all that. So there's no way they would know, because I see shit. It's like, oh, it's the withdrawal. They have no idea until she comes in wilding out.
Yep.
Like she's puking blood. There's nail guns and all that. Like, what's happening?
Eyes changed.
Even though the one motherfucker, the one dude, took 4K pictures of everything and got Google Translate to do everything. So he initiated all that shit.
Dumb shit he pulled.
But this one, what I mean? It's like it's a whole family getting blindsided and not having any idea. And I like the fact that the kid, with his sister said, like, yo, she looked like something in that book, and they immediately put two and two together. It's like, yo, I fucked up. And he takes her in. She got the fucking noise canceling headphones on. I like how they did that, because as soon as she put the headphones on, it drowned out all the sound. And that's what the motherfuckers do. And then you got the chick crawling through the vents and all that. Like the movie was really, really, really creepy. It was really, really creepy.
It was a lot of fucked up too.
Yeah,
because the kids were getting wrecked.
Yeah,
the children in this movie. I'm thinking the kids are going to be fine. These are her children.
Yeah,
the
sometimes you do. Even the kid outside when they were looking through the peephole.
Yeah, that young boy got paranormal activity.
Yeah, he got yeeted, yo, right into they killed everybody out there. And I liked all the peephole shots, because that added another layer of creepiness to it.
That was scary,
because your vision is skewed. Yep. All you see is out this little circle, and you're hearing it. You're hearing it over here. You're hearing it over there. You see motherfuckers fly. Dude coming with the shotty immediately, trying to do something. Like, she don't give a fuck.
When she bit Main Man's eye out,
oh yeah,
that might have been a scene where I wasn't really expecting that to happen. I thought she ripped his cheek. When I saw the sheet,
and then spit it in the dude's mouth,
and he choked on the eyeball. Now that was my only scene where I was just like, the fuck. She spit the eyeball, and the aim was so well. She was a fucking Phillies pitcher.
I mean, yeah, well, Demons got that shit on lock.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they be practicing the hell. They ain't got nothing else to do.
That Demon said,
like she knew what it was. Like,
but the demon in this one was a tad bit more out of control because it was all about causing pain. It just wanted to hurt people.
Yeah.
It wanted everyone to suffer, and being that high up, the staircase is closed. You can't go out the window. Your neighbors know that you can't call anybody. No electricity. This demon had the perfect plan. DJ, play my shit. I got the rest.
And making that creature at the end because the book start flipping to give you a preview is like they're doing that and they're digging in her and forming and fusing, and even that shit was fucking creepy.
It's morphin' time.
Yeah. It's like
try fucked up. Say what you hell.
It was fucked up, and even after putting it in the grinder, there was still a little bit left to attack the other girls. Like, so they was mad as fuck. It's like, no, this ain't the end of it.
Yeah, because you're just getting rid of the flesh.
It was still enough.
Now that was really scary. That the end of the movie helped you understand what the beginning of the movie was about.
And I gotta give credit to whoever did this shit. The title reveal of this movie was one of the dopest things I've ever seen. Cause that ponytail rip that we saw in the trailer was fucking vicious.
She wrapped it.
Just like the whole to get all that grip and then bop. Like you can't go anywhere. You just
True definition of pilt your muffin cat bag blue. Like,
Jesus. And then she uses the fucking drone propeller and slices the face and go in the water. He jumps after. She rips his shit off. She's floating up, and then you get the Evil Dead rise just coming out of the mountains. So that shit, I love that. That title reveal was it was a lot of really stylistic choices that they used that worked for me. Now, I would really love, because like they did it for the 2013 one, I would really love a director's cut or an unrated version to come out where, because I know there's a lot that got left on the cutting room floor. Right. I know there's a lot, and I would like to see all of it. So if they ever do release an unrated cut or a director's cut, whatever the fuck, I will gladly rewatch this movie. Like I will watch it again because I want to see what got cut. Because I know there was a lot in there. I know there was.
You want to see what got cut because he gonna show you what got cut.
It's probably gonna be some enhanced cheese grater shit. Where it's like, we cut it early, but here's the whole thing. You just seeing fucking ribbons.
Because
oh my god,
maybe we don't want to see the uncut version because don't forget, nigga, there was a cat in this movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I'm unless I missed it, they didn't show the cat.
They didn't. They showed the cat.
They showed it run.
They showed it run,
and then you never saw it again. So, in my mind, she peeped that the cat was in the vent. Like, I can go to the vent too, and that was it. The cat went to Narnia, the good Narnia, not where motherfuckers die in these movies. The cat left this. This shit's crazy. I'm out because cats can hop out the windows and land on their feet.
Yeah,
I mean, so the cat peeped it. It's like, this shit's crazy. She killing bitches. I'm out. So the cat left. And she crawled in the vent, and that's how she got that.
Back in the.
So, that's where it ends there. So if there is an unrated version, and anything does happen to the cat, don't show it. Don't show it. I choose to believe that this demon loves animals. I choose to believe. I don't care if it's ridiculous. I don't care. I don't care. That's what it is.
Okay.
The demon is an animal lover. All right. Okay. So with that being said, I really, really enjoyed this movie. Like, I do want to know what other people think, and if they do have some criticisms, what those criticisms are. And I hope it's not just a comparison to the 2013 or the OG ones. I hope it's more than that. Like, I want to know what people liked. I want to know what people didn't like. I want to have that discussion because, like, you know what I mean? I feel like this is one of the better horror films. There have been a lot of horror films recently that let us down. I'm not gonna name names. Barbarian, Smile. But I want to know what side of the fence people are on this one and what they think, because personally I enjoyed it. You had some issues with it. I enjoyed it, and I would like to see more, especially since they did set it up for a sequel, because that motherfucker is still there, still there, untouched, because the beginning of the movie is the end of the movie. So I want to know.
They would need Constantine himself.
Constantine teamed up with Ash, teamed up with Mia, teamed up with get a whole bunch of motherfuckers together. Get Dr. Manhattan, get all of them.
Everybody.
Dr. Manhattan that's who you really need to fight this demon, because he can just boop.
Got to fuck around and get spawned.
Yeah,
you be down there with them. You tell me
you live there. Like, let me know what I need to do.
I can see spawn now. Look. This. I don't know where the fuck this came from. I live in the upper class hell area. That's
like, this is beyond me.
That's a project, baby. I don't got no parts of that shit.
So I do want to see more. I appreciate that they're still keeping Evil Dead going, and they did set it up for, you know, a future. And I thought this new director did his thing. I'm not familiar with his body of work, but I thought he came through and you know, put his stamp on it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I definitely enjoyed it, and I look forward to more.
It's my mom's Remembrance Day. I just want to forget about it. Huh?
Do it.
Ooh.
Who's up?
I'll do it.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
They want to stay.
Hey, I know that.
Light the candle to open the door. Blow it out to close it.